Hello guys, Garcia here. This is the beginning of a new playthrough on the channel, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, using the Antitribu Mod. So guys, earlier today I posted an update about LA by Night and about the fact that I can't play it right now because I need to figure out some way to stop the crashes in the final hub of the mod. So because of that, I asked you guys to voice your opinion on the comments to see which mod you guys would be interested to see here on the channel next, because I can't play LA by Night right now. So I received 2 comments asking for the Antitribu mod, and I received 1 comment from Spooky to play Final Nights. So don't worry, Spooky, eventually we'll play Final Nights again on the channel pretty soon. But Antitribu won, so let's go. And I really wanted to play Antitribu again with like a new perspective now that I played a lot of other mods to compare it to. So I lowered the sound, by the way. When the game starts, I'm going to bring the sound back up again. It's because the one thing that I hate the most about this mod is that this song that plays on the menus is super loud. Especially when you're recording and stuff, you need to talk while listening to the music. You need to concentrate, trying to read the quests and stuff. So it's kind of annoying. But I'm going to bring it back up. I also received a comment to play with a Nagaraja while playing this mod. The problem is, I don't like the mechanic from the Nagaraja. So the idea of the Nagaraja is that they need to eat meat, right? Like beyond the blood necessity of the vampires. And as far as I remember, in this mod you can find like pieces of meat in specific places during the game. Those pieces, you need to use those pieces to feed, right? And keep yourself alive while playing the game. So it's like an extra mechanic. What I don't like about this mechanic, the mechanics of this types, like in any games, that they put you on the clock, essentially. So you have to do things with a certain speed to be able to proceed, because you need to keep eating flesh, right? Since I have never played a full playthrough of this mod with the Nagaraja specifically, I don't know if that's how the mechanic works in the mod. But if it is, then I don't want to play it, because I don't like mechanics that force you to play the game at a certain speed, you know? That's why I don't like Stardew Valley, for example. I like everything in the game, the idea of the game. I don't like the clock. I don't like the fact that you need to go to certain places at certain points to meet certain characters. But if you go there 1 hour later, they're not longer there, then there's another one, and so on and so on. I just don't like playing games that force me to play stuff on the clock, you know what I mean? I just like to maintain my own pace. So that's why I don't like the mechanic. So that's why I'm not going to play with the Nagaraja. But I have nothing against the clan or the mod or anything like that. It's just that I don't like those types of mechanics that force you to kind of speed run a few portions to be able to keep yourself alive, or to find certain characters, or to do certain activities at certain points and stuff like that. So that's why. So I thought, what should I play here? Because in the last time I played this mod, I played with a La Sombra, and I played with Obtenebration and Potent, so I did a melee build, right? But the problem with Antitribu is that the combat is very complicated to manage, because you usually at least 1 follower you're going to have during this mod, but usually you are going to walk around with 2 followers, so 3 people, right? So if you go melee and you have 2 followers that are melee too, then it's going to be like a huge confusion, because everybody's going to attack the enemy together. If you are a melee character and you have 2 followers that are ranged, then it works, because you can just stay on the enemy and they are going to attack from a distance. If you are playing with a ranged character and you ask 2 of your followers to attack them on melee range while you shoot at the enemies, that's another problem, because you are going to constantly shoot your own followers, you know, and they have a cooldown. So when they fall down because they were defeated and they lost all of their health and stuff, they don't die, but they just stay on the floor, and it takes a while for them to come back up. So they will be out of combat for a few seconds or like a minute or something. So because of that, playing with a ranged character while using your followers as meat shields doesn't work that well either. So I'm not going to do a ranged build again. Well, you guys know that I love my melee builds, but that's the main reason. Specifically this mod, the range build is only good at the end game. In the midpoint and so on, it's going to be very complicated to juggle those like bosses that are way stronger in this mod, with like having to like try to not shoot your followers. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna do that. So I'm gonna go with a melee character again. So I was like, what should I do then? So I thought about all of the options here. I thought about the Giovanni and making like a domination build and stuff, which is different, or maybe even necromancy. But necromancy is like a summoning discipline. So I would have the followers and the summons, and then there's me, you know. That in Bloodlines is just like an extra complication that I think you don't want, you know what I mean? So I thought about all of them, and I decided to play with the followers of Set this time around. So I just played with the guys, so let's play with the lady here. Whoa, that's a masquerade. Yeah, that's like a pain in the ass of the masquerade here, because my god, this is going to be like a walking carnival. But I like that she has the bob cut here, because that is very like Cleopatra-like. So yeah, I have a name for her already. Let's call her here. Let's call her Clear, like the character from the Final Destination movies. Clear Rivers, I think is her name. There you go. Hopefully we are not going to get hit by a bus or something, you know. Alright, so I like the idea of the Followers of Set because they have Presence, which you guys know, favorite discipline forever. They have Obfuscate, but I don't think I'm going to use that because they have a weakness. I'm going to talk about it when I enter the game here. And they also have Serpentis. So what we are going to do is the same thing that we did in the other playthrough, which is I'm going to hard focus on Presence early. When I finish Presence, then I'm going to start putting points in Serpentis, and we are going to start using this discipline more. It has like a... doesn't have like a... I would say like a specific goal in the discipline. So each point gives you like a completely different skill. So the first one, you can immobilize the NPCs, right? The second one, you create a serpent. The third one, you become a serpent. The fourth one apparently creates like some type of frenzy in your enemies and stuff. So it's like a fusion of like a mental discipline and like a summoning discipline and a transforming discipline. It's like a lot of different things in one. So yeah, it's a very like curious discipline. So I'm going to play with the Followers of Sets, and later we'll be putting points in Serpentis. So that's the idea, but it's going to be a melee character. All right, so let's see what we need to do here with the build. Well, Charisma forever here. He's very charismatic already. I remember inspection being important in this mod. That said, intelligence, as you can see, also raises hacking. Yeah, wits in this mod only raises defense, which is good, but yeah. Actually, this intelligence, like raising hacking and research, is actually really useful. Because I need to raise research anyway, but research is just like a threshold that you need to cross in order to use a few books and a few of the artifacts, right? But hacking is going to be useful forever. So I think is a good use of points. Yeah, it's better intelligence than wits, to be honest, in terms of like hacking. So scholarship is the same thing. Research and persuasion. And you guys know scholarship's my thing. But I'm going to put one in computer here. So since we're going to go with a melee build, I don't need to worry too much about haggling here. So no finance. And we're going to wing it here with the inspection. We'll see. Or in this case, we will not see because no inspection, you know what I mean? All right. So let's start with 1 point in security, I guess. We don't have different stories for the characters, as far as I can tell here, right? So we have to go with what we have here. So I'm going to put one in security, and then I'm going to put the rest in dodge. I'm not going to go with the brawling character at all. This mod is way too difficult for that. If I had potence, I would think about it, or maybe like a Gangrel style character here. But since that's not the case, let's just go with dodge, the safe choice here. We're going to lose a book, but whatever. And presence, there you go. So this is the base game version of Presence, kinda. So you can see here, 15 seconds, really. So it's not a Clan Quest version, so I'm not going to like have Presence for like 2 minutes, you know what I mean? But that's okay, it's fine. And we are not going to get the bonuses either. So we're not going to get like +2 to something or something like that. It's just like the penalties. But that's okay. Or maybe I'm mixing this one with Auspex, probably. But there you go. That's the build. That's the plan for the playthrough. I hope you guys like the choice here. And I as I said to the person that asked for the Nagaraja, no problem with the clan. I like the idea. I like the concept, but I don't like actually playing that. You know, I don't have fun playing that. Definitely it's challenging for sure. But I like to just chill. You know, I'm just a chill dude. I don't like super like difficult challenge runs and stuff. And I don't know where the pieces of meat are either. So kind of risky there. All right, guys, so let's go. I'm going to just skip the intro here. The intro is the same for this mod. The difference is that there's like different models and stuff. But the intro is absolutely the same. So let's go. So this is the second time that we are playing Antitribu on the channel. So now I'm going to explain a whole lot what the mod is. I'm going to like basically surmise as the mod Antitribu is harder. Oh yeah, I'm going to raise the sound, sorry. There you go. Here should be okay. I'm not going to max it. Maxing might be too much. Alright. So basically, Antitribu, as you can imagine, involves more of the Sabbat and Sabbat adjacent characters. And the main feature of the mod is that you need companions for the mod, because every single challenge and every single boss are way harder and they have way more HP and they do more damage and stuff, so you need to eventually get some companions going. And the main feature of the mod also related to the companions is that you can actually get a gargoyle later in the game, which is pretty cool, a gargoyle as a companion. So here, I told you guys I was going to talk about the Followers of Set here. So the Followers of Set have a penalty to sneaking and obfuscate depending on the illumination. So this is actually very relevant, because depending on the quest, you're going to obviously need to sneak around, but if the place is like well lit, like for example a museum, then you're going to take a penalty just because there's light, you know, and it's shiny. So it is relevant. That said, I'm not going to use obfuscate, so that part is not relevant. But in terms of weaknesses, this is like on the very low end of the weaknesses. There's like, well, Nagaraja is way worse, there's others that are way worse. Samedi is way worse. Right, as they are basically Nosferatu, or even worse looking. So yeah, I'll take it. Alright guys, so let's go. I don't think I'm going to skip the tutorial here, by the way. I did like create a character earlier just to like be able to skip the initial sequence. So I'm not going to skip the tutorial, because I don't know if I can get a lockpick easy. So I'm not going to easily, so I'm not going to do that. So I'm gonna go Blood Heal, I'm gonna go Presence, and then Blood Buff. I'm going to keep Serpentis here on 4, I guess. The first level is actually really good, the Mesmerizing level. So immobilize someone with your gaze. They can be touched, but they cannot be attacked. 15 seconds. That's pretty good, and does not violate the Masquerade, so that's a pretty useful discipline for feeding too. Alright, so that's it guys, so let's keep going here. Okay. Sir? What a scene, man.
What? I'm Jack.
Could use a help.
Now, you look wobbly.
Drink of what, bro?
Oh man, we're pop. Go down around. Alright. Now go.
Okay. I can actually raise the sound a little bit more. I think it's okay. I don't know, because obviously I'm not hearing my own voice in the recording, so I have no clue how loud that is. But to me, the sound is sounding like even low, so probably... Oh, I didn't even check these. Sorry. Yeah, shadow count. There you go. I didn't even touch these settings. There you go. The rest should be fine. Yeah. No auto renew, that's terrible. Okay. It looks very cool. It really does. But she also looks like a walking violation for sure. In this mod, the feeding process takes a while, by the way. There's some enemies or there's some NPCs that have a lot of blood and they can like stay forever feeding on them. But I think that's by design. Can I change the camera? Yes. Just would like to see her in the light here. Look. And also, here for example, she'll have a penalty, right? In stealth. So early on, this is going to be like our Achilles heel here.
Yeah. All right.
Hell yeah, bro.
Like sharp. Well, you get now a shot. Okay, now. You get inside here and head upstairs.
I know.
Meet up in a bit.
Let me go. Okay. So I would like to thank everybody that watched the video and commented and stuff. But as I said, that video had like a time. Had a function, like only one day. I just needed the video to pass on a message and so on, and gauge the interest for the next playthrough. That's it. I will be playing LA by Night on the channel, by the way. Just waiting for either a way for me to fix the problem or for a new patch. One of the two, we'll see. We're working on it.
Come down here. Stay away from the window.
Okay.
It's
The bots.
no time for.
Okay.
Heads up. Back away.
New models already. The glasses. Look. That should be stylish while you die. Okay, there goes the style.
Dumb
Didn't last. They say that styles change, but fashion is forever. I don't think so, bro. Yeah. Come on. Bloodlines. Please. Oh, hey. It's actually not working. Alright, that's a new one. Never had that problem before. There you go. This game sometimes. I was like, oh, I found a new bug for the 1000th time in this game. Okay. Sure? Shortcut.
Cool.
Cool,
It's the
bro.
same. It's all. Keep bars. That party. All right, now. You do what you get. So look.
Alright. I don't remember if I put a pot in hacking, right? So it should be enough. Okay. So yeah,
There we go.
the Antitribu mod, as far as I know, is like not compatible with the unofficial patch. So when you install the two in the same folder, they don't like communicate to with each other. So the improvements from the unofficial patch don't work on Antitribu, I don't think. Talk about style. There goes the black sprout there. BDSM Nosferatu. Get out of here, bro. So yeah, they don't mix together. So what that does is that you need to rely on what Antitribu actually fixes already, or if it was built on top of like a version of another of the unofficial patch. So what I'm getting at here is that we might have some old school bugs here because this version of the mod is like during the process of we playing this on the channel, this version of the mod will complete 10 years. No joke. It's from like 2016. So we are almost at 2026, right? So yeah, as you can see. So if there's an unofficial patch here, it's like a very older like version, way older version.
Fucking waste.
Potholes.
Remember what I said. And in the beast. The only way.
So another thing that's Antitribu changes is the location of a bunch of items. And obviously I don't know them. Oh, where? There's no guy here? Can I go here then?
Go on. I'll be right here.
I know, but where's the guy? Oh, this did not start well. I'm just having all sorts of trouble already. Oh man. Am I blind? I just don't see the guy here.
Go on. I'll be right here.
Well, well, well. That's a new one. Okay, so let me load the game. Let's see. Yeah, there's no guy here, man. I have never seen that before, ever.
Go on. I'll be right here.
Or am I on the red part and I wasn't paying attention? I don't know why I'm doing this. We should actually check the log. The button for the log is also a feeding button. No joke. Look. And the feeding button is also the feeding button. So yeah, that's why I'm doing all sorts of crazy stuff here. Yeah, I don't know what happened, but the guy's not here. So you know what, let's just skip the tutorial or whatever. Just, this is not going well in terms of bugs. So it's fine. Hopefully I'll be able to get the lockpick.
I'm Jack.
Just the basics, bro.
First now. Right on. After all. Now with all that's also right.
Alright, there you go. So yeah, I have never seen that one before, of the guy vanishing. But hey, we'll see. Oh, there you go, we get the lockpick. Oh, that's awesome then. Great. But we don't get the XP, I guess. The Soxen. So some items are on the same spot, as you can see, others are not. I have a guide for this mod on my PC here that I created for myself. So I know that there's a bunch of stuff that is in different spots. Wait, is it the same password or it changed? No, it's the same. There you go. Alright, so email. Nothing important here yet. Sorry. There. Okay, money. Oh, that's pretty good. Oh, that's the fastest opening I've ever seen. Look, that's crazy. Okay, oh, we can actually see the outside. Look at that. Isn't that amazing? What a concept. Okay, so initially you don't have XP here. We basically have nothing. So the first thing we need to do here is to put points in dexterity, of course. We just start opening stuff. Now I'm pretty sure that oh yeah, because I loaded the game. I'm pretty sure that blood buff works differently in this mod. I think it's stronger if I'm not mistaken. We can test that. Like, yeah, it's +3, see? Yeah. So we'll have lockpicking 5 actually. So let's just start opening stuff here. No time. No time. Yeah, see. Well, whatever. fine, it's fine, it's fine. So yeah, the reason why you're so strong, apparently, is because the mod is harder. Especially early, when you can't have companions yet. You know what I mean? Okay.
Hello, LA.
Alright, so Deb works too, okay. I don't need to drop anything off yet. Alright, let's go. The key's not here yet. Okay, I don't know if the book is here, the stealth book. We'll see. No, there's a watch. See? So the first book is already not in the usual spot. So as I said, I have a guide, but I don't memorize that stuff. So we'll have to just explore and find where the stuff is. Which is cool, I like that. I have no problem with like finding out the new locations. Alright, another quest. Not good. What is this? There you go. My dear fire axe. That has a different name. The felling axe. There you go. That's going to be our weapon for a long time, probably. Here, the first piece of the flesh that you can get here for the Nagaraja. I'm pretty sure. I don't think they stack. Emisi can use this too. Okay. Alright. Let me check the little bed here. No. There you go. We have a wallet. We have morphine bottle. So, as always, we are going to have to wing it because we are not going to have any inspection for a long time, only in the late game. We're just going to have to rely on vision here, which, as you guys know, given my history with my eyes here, not really my specialty, but hey. I have guts, determination, somewhat of a patient person.
You got some.
There you go.
That's very nice. Thank you.
All right, I need blood like right now. Frenzy real soon here. That was a close call. Very close. Man, the clothes are like shiny, which is funny for someone that doesn't enjoy light too much. Like those rappers that walk around in like heavy metal shirts, but they don't really listen to. Just to be disruptive, you know what I mean? Just because they look cool. Is this a regular NPC? No, it's just a night worker here, let's say. Oh, Nox. Hey, man.
Hey, how's it?
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm the girl this time around.
Oh man.
Okay.
Oh man.
Let's say that I am.
Hell yeah! Oh,
Hell yeah, bro.
I'm a ghoul.
Oh wait, I loaded the game, right? No, it is. Yeah, probably for the next recording I have to raise my own sound here because it's kind of low.
Well, the way it was.
Alright, let me be careful with the options here. Being ghoul. Awesome. There you go. Don't offend the guy early. So this is closed. So I have no clue where the books are. I have no clue where the artifacts are. Most of them, if not all of them, are in different spots, so we have to keep looking. I don't know if the drug quest is available in this mod for Trip. We'll find out.
Hey.
Hey, man.
How's it going?
What's your name?
You call me Trip.
Trip.
Thanks.
Santa Monica.
It's not a big... Beats me. Alright, here's what we got today.
I don't need to buy the shoulder pad. So the shoulder pad is a good defensive item for early Antitribu here. I think it lowers your appearance. Yeah, at the same time reduces appearance. There you go. And it makes you look ridiculous, but it's a pretty good item to have early because the only armor we're going to get is the one in downtown, right? The first one. It's going to take a while. So we can have protection
Thanks for
early.
coming back.
We sell weapons. You're not that convincing.
You know. All right.
There you go.
Come take a look then.
But none of these items are better than the felling axe, so I don't need to worry about any of these right now. And definitely not worrying about melee weapons. Oh, sorry, ranged weapons. But here's the thing, because we are going to play with companions, right? We do need to have ranged weapons for them to use, I think. I think they use your equipment. I don't think they use your bullets, but if you have, like for example, a shotgun and a handgun, I think depending on the situation, they choose one and they start using it. But I would be lying if I told you guys that I know exactly how that works because I don't play with the companion mod a whole lot. I've said that many times. I don't like the companion mod a whole lot. I like the idea of it. I don't like the execution of it. That said, in this mod is a must. You cannot play without it. Alright, so let's start checking for items because as I said, because everything is in different spots, we need to check places that we usually wouldn't check. Okay. Clear, I think? Not the character.
Those mothers.
Mercurio.
Yeah.
Yes?
God, I never should have gone alone. Those cocksuckers.
Suckers. So aggressive.
Hold on. You think laying in a pool?
Yeah.
You gotta.
Is there anything I can do to help you?
Yeah, if you could.
Alright, so we got the morphine quest here. Oh yeah, I already have some. That's true, actually. There goes. So this quest is done.
One more thing.
Okay. Come on, give me humanity. There you go. Otherwise, that would have been a waste, probably. Alright, so, man, I need to feed, like, right now. Walking around with this low, like, blood count this early is not a good idea. I don't know if there's the blood loss system in this mod. I'll have to pay attention to see if that happens. We need to do, like, a longer quest to be able to check. Alright, C. The reason why I got the violation there. So, Setite's weakness, bright location, your stats increase. See? That was a great test, actually. So feeding for her is going to be complicated because I usually enter stealth before I feed, right? Every single time. But here, I actually need to be in the shadow too. Otherwise, it's not going to work. Why is she feeding like every time I load the game? She's like entering like feeding mode. I have no clue why.
Nothing. Oh, I completely understand.
What a nice guy.
Take a few bucks. Think nothing of it. I wouldn't be surprised if...
Alright. This should work here. Or not. There you go. Well, whatever. As long as it doesn't multiply, it's okay. Meaning, if I get more than one. Yeah, it's never good to get violations early, but I don't want to walk around with that blood count either, so... I don't know if this is like war games, like meaning there's like items on the floor in some places, in the hubs and stuff. Oh, another thing, guys, I switched 9. I think it was like 9 different configurations on OBS and on the PC to make the recordings go smoother. So you guys tell me, the game is going to be as always, right? So frame drops and stuff, that's normal for Bloodlines. But if you guys can give me some input on the like quality of the recording, something changed, if the audio changed, and so on, please. So if you guys notice something different, if it improved, if it stayed the same, if it's a little bit worse, and so on, just put in the comments, please, so I can improve and change stuff. All right. So what happened? Oh, this is probably the guy that saw me feeding, right? I was like, did I become a Nosferatu all of a sudden? The guy just saw me, started running away. And as I said, it would make sense because of the look of this lady. You would have to like tell like Kyne, look, I have a skin condition, or I have a full body tattoo. You know what I mean?
What do we have here?
Ooh.
Another.
Who are you?
I'm the thing.
Please.
I am Jeanette.
Hey.
And this.
We are going to be partners pretty soon. Soon can come. Soon enough. Okay. So I don't have a favorite like follower per se. I just keep switching. The only follower that I really don't like is Nox. I don't like Nox a whole lot. Alright, there's one for later. We're checking for items. Maybe we can find like a random book here. I'll have to explain that in every single episode. Like, why are you looking for items in that room? You know there's no items there. You play the game like 10,000 times. I'm like, I know. But in this mod, the items are in different places. You know what I mean? Have to check. Also, as you can see, the music can be different too. It might be a problem for like copyright purposes. Which is another thing that I'll have to be very careful with LA by Night, because a bunch of places LA by Night has like different music, and new places obviously have new music, so I'll either have to mute the game every time I enter those places, or I have to like make a video and then test on YouTube to see if I'm going to get blocked or not. I don't need to enter here right now, so I'm not going to. Let's go talk to Arthur real quick, then we're going to go to the beach. Oh yeah, this place is very different in LA by Night. Okay, so what about here? I mean, I can't see that well. Be okay. Oh yeah, the only quest I didn't do in LA by Night happens to be an Arthur quest, because it requires inspection. My old nemesis. So every mod that has like quests that require inspection, either I don't do the quests, because I'm always playing like melee characters, or I'll just complete them like way later in the game. Oh hey, look, a book. Mr. T. Really? WrestleMania, so pity that fool. Is that like a brawl book? Feels like? Oh, intimidation. I mean, sure. Never going to use that, but that's cool.
Vigo.
But that also the mod telling you that intimidation will be useful during the playthrough, right? That said, I'm not risking that at all.
Welcome to Kilpatrick 24.
Sir? Sure do.
Yep, sure. I gotta. Well, my. Hell yeah.
So there is a new quest too, by the way, but like most characters are the same as the base game.
Yep, damn. Well, great. Sure. What play?
No. Everything's
Sure,
fine
honey,
here.
what?
Just checking to see if there's like new dialogue lines, but nope. Obviously there's a cop here too. Okay, so let's go to the beach. See? I don't know why that keeps happening. I'm not pressing anything different, by the way, it's the same. Oh, look. My sister. Oh, that's awesome, look. Like a horror movie with two characters like that, trying to survive against a slasher villain. It'd be so cool. Very stylish. Oh yeah, let's check for items here. So there you go, guys. First book, intimidation book. Quite random. In Arthur's shop, which is another one that's weird. I think I put an extra S there, but you guys know what I mean. Oh hey, the wheel moved. He's talking about horror and ghosts here. So I thought about actually playing LA by Night and just like from the beginning telling you guys, oh look, when we reach Pasadena I'll have to stop. But with that said, the rotation of people that watch videos on the channel varies wildly. So if a person like just lands on that video and I'm like, oh, I have to stop here on like, episode 15, sorry. This is not a good look, you know what I mean? And I don't think that's fair, because the one thing that you don't get back in life is time. And I don't want to waste anybody's time if they don't want to really watch the content, you know what I mean? That's just not reasonable, in my opinion. There you go, the blood went down by itself. I just noticed the corner of my eye here. So we do have the blood loss system, so stamina is a good investment, good to know.
No.
Okay.
The guy was literally slashed to ribbons. Worst part was waiting for the meat wagon.
Down here, do we have anything special? Nope.
I swear on my badge today there was something.
So I'm pretty sure that the first companion we can get is Nox. But I would like to get Tourette. If I can join the twins there, that is. Okay.
Up there.
Up there.
Through
Okay.
those men.
I know.
Never mind.
Thank you. I will talk to you first.
Listen, it's like a... Hey, you should try... Be my guest. Hey, you should try out there. Be my guest.
Why you guys?
You mean you ain't here?
Nope.
We're getting pretty...
Dunno.
Clan.
Right, so the dialogue here is a little bit different.
She had a natural...
One thing that a few mods do...
Clinically, yeah.
Let me just finish the dialogue and I'm going to explain.
That's what Lily tried. I hope you had... Look at the ocean. Be my guest. Seems no one will talk about
There you
it.
go. I needed that piece of information there. So some mods, they change the order of the options on the dialogues and when they show up. So the dialogue's the same, but it's slightly different, like ever so slightly, you know, like super small changes. But if you play the game like your entire life, like I do, eventually, there's the stake. Eventually, you will notice those, you know, and get used to them. And because also we are playing a game that has like the unofficial patch, probably in like a super older state, some dialogues that we are used to nowadays, like them showing up, might not be here. And also a few interactions might be different because obviously the unofficial patch evolved a lot over the years. Alright, so I don't know if I should talk to this guy already. Well, I have 4 persuasion. I forgot that I put points in charisma. This character starts as a Toreador. High persuasion and presence. That's why I'm enjoying this character already, because I feel like right at home. You know what I mean? Alright, so let's not mess this up. That said, giving all the 3 blood packs to this guy is not a good idea in this mod. Especially early. I'm going to give him 2. Who doesn't?
If the head...
Sure.
Okay. How about...
Unicorn blood.
Unicorn? I'll buy it. I'm gonna go get some money. Come back in a little while.
There you go, so no bubble bump. I don't really need to talk to her, so I'm not going to. Back it. I had to I had to shut up for a second. I was going to speak, but then my mouth, literally my lip got scratchy for some reason. I'm here like scratching my lip. That's such a random thing. Alright. So I'm going to double check here just in case there's like a... There's no bubble bum apparently, but there might be like a book or something. Let's just check everything. Also, as I said, I have the guide, so if I miss something, I can just check my guide. that's something that I definitely recommend to anybody that's like starting to play mods now and is having trouble with mods. Just make a guide for yourself with like the quests, the XP that you get from the quest, the money that you get, the artifacts, the books, and all of that. That will help you a lot in the long run, especially if you want to play the mod again in the future. But I started doing that because obviously recording stuff for a channel and stuff, so you need to have like more, like you need to be more diligent with like how you structure your knowledge of a game and how you execute the tasks and stuff. But for everybody else, having a guide, especially for games that you play like a modified version of those games a lot, is really like extremely useful. Okay. Alright, so we already have the felling axe, but we don't have the protective like American football armor yet. The shoulder pads. So I need to kill this guy. Oh yeah, this helicopter is going to be important later. So I need to kill this guy. Why? I need to kill this guy and get the shoulder pads before the fight starts here.
Okay, you can go on.
Oh, thank you. Yo. Oh wait.
Come on.
Equip the axe, lady. Come on, clear. There you go. Shoulder pad. So it equipped like immediately. Oh yeah, the shoulder pad stays here, I think. So wearing shoulder pads increase bashing and lethal soak, but it reduces appearance. So we are already ugly as hell, but now we are even worse. But we have bashing and lethal here. So that's awesome. And the axe is amazing as well. As you can see, you can already notice that they have a lot of HP. I don't think I need presence here. Well, see you, bro. Oh yeah, I forgot it takes forever. Hopefully no one's going to attack me in the process here. Alright, so we have to explore this place in a completely different way now because we need to see if there is like a book or something. Oh, there was a bomb here. Jesus. I can't even say that I didn't remember that. I didn't even know. And I'm not talking about the astrolife. Something actually exploded here. Oh, that was 4 XP. That's great. I'll take it. Hopefully that's not a bug. But 4 seems to be a lot. Okay, so dexterity. Right away. Luckily I don't need to worry about persuasion at all here in Santa Monica.
Hey, who's there?
Money? Here. There's another guy here somewhere. Here. Where? Where? What? Where are you? Oh. Have a got me here? Water pipe. So, car stereo. Nothing here. Okay. What about the bathroom? Oh hey, point and click. How not to shoot yourself in the elbow. That's a firearms book. Yeah, we are probably going to use this only when we do the... What's the name of the guy? Almost said Mercurio, no. Romero quest in Hollywood. Alright, so what else? So we already got 2 books pretty quickly. Okay. What about the outside? I need to check. Where's the dog? No dog? Okay. I'll take it. Maybe I wanted to like use the axe on this thing just to see if it explodes. That's not a like morbid curiosity. That's like a death wish. That's like kill me please level of stupidity. But I still want to know. Alright. Okay, so 4 XP for the Astrolight, that seems like a lot. But I hope that's not a bug. Did this become a quest or not? No, so we don't have the Daydream Believer quest here. The Clan Quest mod quest.
You have any of those?
Here's the stake.
Yeah.
What? What happened? That was weird. Did you guys see that? I mean, okay. I'll take it, but...
You won't have to live like this anymore. I'm going to kill the head vampire.
Alright, so he just got the stake. So what happened is, usually you sell the stake, right? And then you sell the unicorn blood, and then you can choose like how many packs you're going to give the guy. But it went straight to the final dialogue there. I was going to load, but I'm like, you know what? I would like to keep the blood packs anyway. Okay. But yeah, that was weird actually. But as I said, it's going to be weird. And get used to the feeding sound because I don't know how to fix that. I don't know why it's even happening. So I'm sorry about that. So the last thing we should do here. Let me just go to Mercurio right away so we can finish the episode like that. I mean, I can do more here, I think. Yeah, so let me just... I'm gonna go to the diner real quick. Alright. This is the first time in a while that I'm playing the regular game here. Just spent the longest time playing war games and LA by Night. So I forgot about this guy.
Don't ever speak to me. Don't
Sure.
ever speak to me again. Do you understand?
Dude, you started. Yeah, bright location, your stats decreased. I know.
He did the monster mash. It was a graveyard smash. It caught on in a flash.
So let's check for items here.
He did the monster mash. From my laboratory in the castle east to the master bedroom where the
Nothing?
vampires feast. The ghouls all
What'll it be, huh?
in their humble abode.
Is that...
From my elect
Damn it. I should have saved.
monster mash.
I didn't get the
What'll
dialogue.
it be?
Graveyard smash.
Yeah, see, there's no dialogue for the... to get the money.
Is...
Maybe I need
No. Pale girl.
intimidation instead.
Thin blood. Oh, that girl. Yeah, she looked so hungry.
There you go.
The scene was rocky, all were digging the sounds. Igor on chains,
Bail bond.
backed by his baying hounds. The coffin bangers were about to arrive with their vocal group, the crypt kicker.
Oh yeah, those like... I was gonna say boxes, not boxes. Those aluminum cans there, with like I don't know, maybe some sort of sauce or something. Reminded me that in LA by Night you actually have a quest that requires you to gather cat food, like literally cat food. So I was getting cat food for like the longest time on the mod, and I was like, I hope these things like are worth a lot, because if not, what's the goal, you know what I mean? But yeah, it turns out it is part of a quest. Sir?
Yeah? Good. Your life.
Yeah, I'll give you the money.
You need to... there's a... tongue's lane. If you want to... She's the...
Yeah, okay. There you go. So we already at 5 again. I think I'm going to wait for 8. I already have hacking 3, but I don't know if I'm going to get the book. That's actually slightly relevant. And I also need to raise presence. Yeah, that's rough. But I'm going to probably gather more, put at least one more point in dexterity early here. Probably going to be very useful. So I don't know if any of the difficulties change. If like locks are harder, things like that. I don't remember, to be honest. As I said, I have the guide, but I'm not going to like refer to my guide every single time, you know what I mean? It's more like a safety measure than like anything else. Just like in case I get stuck or something. Like I got super stuck in the Gargoyle quest line in the last playthrough of this mod. And that quest line can be like really annoying. Because if you forget to do a step, you get stuck. And there's a bunch of like super small steps, like get this, read this, and things like that. So if you don't know what you're doing, your best bet is to find someone on YouTube that played it. And follow that. And watch like hours of content to discover how to do it. Because that's how I had to do it. Because the Planet Vampire forum, the section for Antitribu, died with the forum. Like, I think it was like last year or the year before that. And the new Planet Vampire forum doesn't have like the same level of information available that the Antitribu had before, because remember, Antitribu is very old. So I got the berry bonds. The berry bonds. So I got the bonds. What's the name of the guy? I forgot. Jesus. Rolf Totem, right? So yes. Berry bonds. That's a deep cut right there. Especially for non-native speakers. Here. There you go. Let me go there. I hope I'm not missing like any extra quests, but I'm not sure. I think Final Nights has a couple of extra quests in Setite, if I'm not mistaken, at least. Man, what a combination of hair. See? She's doing the noise. Oh, I see. Now I get it. It took me a while to figure that out. The reason why this noise is like happening is because she's angry. Because she's on a place that is super bright and she's taking the penalty. So that noise is to signal to you the fact that you are taking the penalty because of the Setite like weakness. Oh. There you go. So yeah, we have to get used to the sound because it's going to happen a lot, but it's not a bug. Alright. I'm glad I discovered that in the first episode. Imagine finding that out in the last one. And like berating the mod creators for like dropping the noise every few seconds with this character. Alright, so I think I already have all the... Oh yeah, no, that's a lie. I need to go to the PC. I need to get the Werewolf Blood quest. I'm like forgetting a lot of stuff here. Because, as I said, it's been a while since I actually played the base game. It'd be so just like modded after modded after modded. And obviously, like Antitribu is a mod too, but it's like very early on. It's very similar. So, favor. All right, so let me check if I have all the quests that I need to go to the hospital here. So we have the werewolf quests. We already did this. Okay. Local bank, sure. We're gonna do that one later. So in this mod, we don't have the drug trip quest for Trip, right? There's another quest that we don't have. I'm trying to remember. I already did the quest for Mercurio. So yeah, usually we have 4 quests in the hospital. This time we only have the basic like 2 that we start with. Oh yeah, Heather is also a companion, obviously. But I would never use her as a companion, like ever. Not because she wouldn't like be able to quote unquote do the job, but because like I wouldn't want like to put her in the line of fire like that. Especially because I went to the trouble of like saving her in most of my playthroughs. So I'm not going to just like use her as a shield, you know what I mean? She's already a blood doll. That's enough in terms of like helping me out. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm pretty sure that the noise is connected to the weakness of the Setite, because every time the noise happens, you get like the dialogue box, not the dialogue box, the words showing up on top of the screen.
Please wait your.
Network.
Nobody told me. Fine, whatever.
Whatever. All right, guys. So yeah, we started here, Antitribu here. I'm very rusty with this mod, but hopefully we'll be able to like proceed like mostly as smoothly here. Expect crashes and expect like old school bugs here, as I said, because there's no way we're going to have like a smooth ride with a mod that is like this old. For sure, we're going to have some problems, but hopefully I don't get stuck on any quest and we can proceed as normal here. And as I said, thank you to everybody that commented on that video and watched the update video and stuff. That video is already deleted by now. There was a lot of good conversation on that video, but on the comments. But as I said, that video was not supposed to last. It was just like a quote-unquote like warning or like an update and so on. So it was not going to stay on the channel anyway. So I apologize about that. But we will be playing LA by Night in the future. But right now we are going to focus on Antitribu. So, oh yeah, I almost forgot. So, because I promised that I was going to play LA by Night, right? And I ended up not fulfilling that promise. Not by like, because I wanted to, but because it didn't work out. Because of that, I was thinking, how am I going to like... I was going to say pay it back, but that's a weird way to phrase it. I'm not finding the words to say that right now. But I wanted to like kind of compensate you guys for that, because when I said I'm going to do something, I usually do it. But because of like bigger reasons, I was not able to do it. So instead of playing LA by Night, what do you guys think about a Night Road playthrough? I have been thinking a lot about that. And as I said before, my main problem would be literally speaking a lot because it's a text game. But if you guys are interested in like watching a Night Road playthrough, obviously it's not going to be like super like amazing because it's just like reading text, right? But we can like trade notes and see like which character like we built and if we were able to finish the game with that build and so on and so on. And obviously it's a text game, so like not super like actiony and stuff. But it might be interesting, especially for a channel that like known for Bloodlines. So you guys tell me in the comments if you guys are interested in like those text-based Vampire the Masquerade games that are available. And we can go for Night Road if you guys like, because I recently finished a Zelda playthrough. So I have a slot open in my quote-unquote rotation of videos. So we're going to play Antitribu and Night Road if you guys want to. But if you guys are not interested, just tell me in the comments. It's kind of a gamble type situation because, as I said, it's a text-based game. It's heavily reliant on my skill to speak English and read English, which has been iffy in the last few months there, mostly for health reasons. But I think it's an interesting one to bring to the channel, and I honestly think Night Road is Bloodlines 2. It's the closest one in terms of everything to this game. Weirdly enough, a text game is close to this actiony based game. But it's true, you know, if you've never played, I highly recommend that one, especially if you like Vampire the Masquerade, not only like Bloodlines, but Vampire the Masquerade, the tabletop RPG. Alright guys, so you guys tell me in the comments. So, that's it guys. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.